Sunderland didn't do a Sunderland at Wembley. Wow, Sunderland finally win at Wembley. Notice that there's a very specific reason the title of this video is Sunderland finally win at Wembley rather than Sunderland have won the Papa John's Trophy and the Pizza Trophy. Look, right, I'm fully aware this is not a prestigious competition. It's not one that I ever wanted Sunderland's first team to be involved in. It's not one that I thought we would ever have to participate in, but nevertheless we have had to. And I think that I wanted to win this game against Tranmere. First of all, I'll quickly talk about Tranmere actually. I can see how Tranmere got the final playing like that. Now, yes, you could argue after the goal, which, by the way, very good, inch-perfect pass from Aidan McGeady and very good finish from Lynden Gooch, who actually slated, or at least said he should have come off on the SCFC Fan TV half-time stream. So maybe I'll do that from now on and we'll have success after that. But after that, a lot of their shots were straightly budged. But in general, even before then, I still felt in the first half Tranmere were quite easily the better side. I know we had 2 or 3 good moments in the first half, but Tranmere really took the game to us, and I knew that they would. They were not going to be there just to make up the numbers. They were there to have a go and to try and beat us. And and actually, as long as we go up, I hope Tranmere get promoted from League Two, because especially with the way they got relegated was ridiculously unfair. But in saying that, look, from our perspective, it wasn't a good performance. Let's be brutally honest. It was a pretty poor performance. But I do want to bear in mind as well that when we had Sanderson out for this game, we had Winchester out for this game, we had Jordan Jones out for this game, Jake Vokins wasn't available, Aidan O'Brien wasn't available. There's other players. Tom Flanagan essentially had to come off through injury. We did well to get a patched up defence together. And even if it is against a League Two side, they're a League Two side on form, and we kept a clean sheet against them. Now, I do still want Sanderson straight back in that team for Accrington and Lincoln, because this is now a huge week coming up for Sunderland. But in terms of the context of our season, the reason I wanted to win this game was purely because of the confidence our players could and hopefully should get from winning at Wembley. Irrespective of the competition, you've won a final at Wembley. With Sunderland's recent Wembley record, we'd never won there. I think, well, at least according to the coverage, we'd never won there. So blame them if I'm wrong. But I remember the games against Portsmouth and Charlton 2 years ago. And boy, I mean, in the Pompey game, I wasn't overly devastated that we lost. I was disappointed we lost, but I wouldn't say I was devastated, whereas Charlton did hurt. Obviously, I'm not going to pretend it didn't. But this particular game, like I said, performance was dreadful. But at the end of the day, we've won it. That's it. It was one good moment of quality from us that won the game. And I think going forward, this could give us such momentum. I mean, we're already on good level of momentum anyway. But I think given that we got to the final and put all that effort to get to this point, to go and win the competition and to go and win at Wembley, to end the curse, I think is something that's massive. And remember, we ended the Pompey hoodoo in midweek. We've ended the Wembley hoodoo this weekend, just gone. Now, imagine that. Obviously, you've got Bristol Rovers coming up. We've got the Joey Barton hoodoo, but really, that shouldn't matter. It shouldn't factor into it. But in saying that, look, at the end of the day, I'm happy we won. Of course, I'm happy we won. But for me now, this gives us such potential to really start to kick on. We've got 13 massive league games left, starting with Accrington and Lincoln. And with the exception of Hull, at the weekend, League One's results went in our favour for the most part. And this is where Sunderland need to not do a Sunderland historically and actually take advantage of this, because we've got a chance here. If we can... Now, we play on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, Lincoln and Peterborough both play again before we go to Accrington. But we've got Lincoln at home next Saturday as well. We need to turn up in both of those games, and we need to play... And I've said it on the review with Conrad and Jack on SCFC Fan TV. And thanks very much to everybody who watched, by the way. We need to play a lot better in both of those games if we're to be successful in the result that we want and desire. But look, the players are going to get confidence from this, and they're going to get a lot of heart from this, and they should do. It's a lose-lose situation for Sunderland, really. Like I said, it's one where if you win it, it's only the EFL trophy. And to an extent, I still believe that. Yeah, I'm not going to get carried away with winning this competition, but I'm going to get carried away with the fact we won at Wembley, which I think mentally could be a big thing. In the worst-case scenario that we get into the playoffs and we happen to get to the final, we've already won at Wembley now. Mentally, this could help the players out, but I'm hoping, really praying it doesn't come to this, that we end up finishing in the top 2. If you offer me second right now, I'll snap your hand off. Just get it. Just do it. I'll love you and leave you there, guys. One last thing, actually, sorry, that I will quickly say. Very good programme. for the final. And the last and most important thing of the weekend, this. The tickets themselves, absolutely brilliant. And the lad who suggested it, fair play to you. And everyone who paid for these tickets, well done, legends. Like it said here, tens of thousands of pounds have been raised for the Foundation of Light, Salvation Army, Sunderland Food Bank and Washington Mind. COVID-19 has affected everyone, but for the most vulnerable in our communities, they need our support now more than ever. It says, so from the fans groups, from everyone at the club, our special charities, thank you. Thank you for playing your part and helping us make history. Pat yourselves on the back, everyone involved with that. Absolutely brilliant charity, and hopefully it will help to go to people who are considerably less fortunate, and that's the main thing I take from this weekend. I'll leave you there, guys.